Uh, this life, right? I'm so tired of myself, of me, of my mind who keeps going in cycles, over and over, repeating the same thing. I'm done with it. I really don't want to give into it anymore. Old habits, programming, it's keeping my mind circling, it's keeping my life circling. It keeps me in pain and not where I want to go. So, hey, my name's Jordan, and today I want to talk a little bit about cycles. Your whole life is a cycle, every day is a cycle. The rising of the moon, the coming of the sun, the way our earth spins, everything is a cycle. The seasons we go through, everything. And I'm becoming aware of a lot of my cycles, a lot of my programming. Like I don't have control over my own brain. Like there's something programmed not to function, not to be myself. So these cycles are like a robot, they are automatic. They are literally like a robot. Instance for me, the past weeks I've been coming to a lot of my programming. I've been learning a lot about how I deal with every situation, what my initial response is to a bad situation or a good situation. I've been taking a deep look at it because I see that every time something like a struggle happens, I will go back into old habits. I will go back into substance abuse. I will go back into gaming. I will go back into procrastination just so that I don't have to deal with the pain, the struggle or whatever. But you see, by staying in the same cycle, in the same repeating, the same actions I take when struggle arises, I will never get out of it. It will be a cycle till my death. And yesterday I really realized this. That I have to break out of this cycle of depression of my past, of substance abuse, of not being loving to other people, and especially to myself. I make a lot of mistakes, and I'm here to learn from those, not to run away from them. So since I was young, I was really open and free. I always go outside of the rules. I don't play by the rules. That's something that's in me, something I came here to do. But over my youth, when I was growing up, these characteristics of me changed. They become overlapped. You can see it like layers. So when you come into this world, you don't have any layers. You are pure, you are yourself, right? And then you learn from this world, or you think you learn. You have to adapt, to survive, to overcome. And you start building these layers, or these layers are being built. This programming to maybe protect yourself from the harm that's on this earth. Or maybe to help you overcome certain types of situations, of traumatic experiences, of struggles in life. And with every wall you build, you are getting further and further away from the person you were, from the person you should be. And these walls resulted for me in gaming addiction, in not being open for people anymore. Because I see that this world can be very mean. This world is very harmful. people are nice, a lot of people are nice, a lot of people are struggling, maybe that's why they're not nice, maybe the world is creating it, but that's not an excuse for me to also be like that. I don't have to give in to that. Not if I don't want to, at least. So for the past 5 years, I've been coming to realize more and more of these walls. Layer by layer, breaking them down. And it was a thick shield, a really thick shield. Because I feel a lot. I'm really sensitive to hurt around the world. I'm also sensitive to pleasure or other things. But I didn't want, or I wasn't able, I would say, to live with that when I was younger. So these layers got really thick. I got a really thick shell, I got really thick walls. So it took a lot of effort for me to break them down. And this hasn't been easy. Each time I broke through a wall, there was another wall standing there. And another one, and another one, and another one. And it feels like, or it felt like, it would never stop. I would never get to the core. But the last week, or the last month, has been really different. I've been starting to see that I'm getting through the final walls, the final steps to take to get back to who I was and who I want to be. But this asks something of me. You cannot break through your final walls if you don't want to, if you don't want to embrace change, if you don't want to make the effort to do something really, really radically different than the way you've been doing it before. And I've been struggling with this. Like, how can you get rid of somebody or something you've loved or maybe have been for your whole life, for the past 22 years of my life? How is that possible? It's only possible if you really want to let it go. If you don't want to be that person anymore, or if you don't see yourself as that person anymore. And I kind of see myself as that person, but I don't want to be it anymore. I know who I am. I know who I want to be. And I know who I was. And who I don't want to be anymore. Now the only change I can make is to break that final wall down. To take everything I've learned, to start something new. And that new starts in the now. It starts at every moment, at every thought I have, at every breaking down of the wall, at every deconstructing the program. So I deleted social media yesterday. I want to take a social media detox for a week because every morning I wake up and you take your phone, I take my phone and just go scrolling. 15 minutes later I realize, what am I doing? I just woke up and I'm already plugged in to this world, to the internet, already taking away my power, already taking away the way I want to be, because I see how other people are and I see how I'm not that, I'm not there, how these people are doing all these amazing things and I'm just here at my own, by myself, not being able to make the change I want. But this is all in my head. I don't need social media. It's a beautiful tool for me or other people to spread their message or to get more recognition or whatever. But it shouldn't be a crutch. Just like food shouldn't be a crutch. Just like gaming shouldn't be a crutch. Just like substance abuse shouldn't be a crutch. Everything you give way too much value is taking over your life or has control over your life. So I used to watch 5 to 6 hours of Netflix a day until I realized I wasn't able to do that anymore, because I didn't want to waste all that time. Not that I didn't learn anything from it, no. I learned a lot from watching different series and such. So it was good at the time. But when you're done, you're done. You don't want to do that anymore. And by keep on doing it, when you don't want to do it anymore, you are stuck in a cycle, a repeating cycle. You will just keep on doing it, becoming unhappy, becoming more and more a slave to technology, and getting further and further away from yourself. So this is not bad. It's not bad to go through cycles. We all need to go through cycles. We need to learn. But in this world, ever since we're young, we have to realize we have been programmed. It's time to realize that the power is in ourselves. That we shouldn't give away to other people anymore. There are a lot of people in this world who are good, but there's also a lot of people who don't have the best interest for us. And for me, I don't want to give my power away to that anymore. So, like I'm talking about it now, I should relate it to myself. Like, what can I do, right? What can I change? Who can I become to maybe make the change I want to see in this world? To change this broken place and to create something more beautiful. And I can only do this by breaking down my old self, the programmed parts of me, the automatic loops of waking up, doing this, and this, and then going to bed, and then the next day same and same over. I have to radically change that. I have to get out of my comfort zone, to break out of the cycle, to live outside of it. Only then change can happen. Only then these cycles will become cycless. Without cycles. No more. You will progress through life way more easily. Life will start to flow. It will be easier to live. It will be less harsh. And I realized that I have to change a lot for that. But it starts here. I'm amazing at procrastination. For the past 20 years I've been procrastinating. Dreaming about what I want to do. Dreaming about who I should be. Dreaming about this or that. While not doing it. Every time you procrastinate or dream about something, you don't have it. You are not it. You want to be there, but it's not there. The only change you can make is to get it here. To break down everything. To let go of everything. And to come to the now. To change every thought you have. To be something positive. To be something helpful. To not break or fight myself anymore. I don't want negative self-talk. I don't want hate. I don't want anger. I don't want all these negative emotions. And the beautiful thing is we can change it just like that. Become aware of these thoughts you're having. And change the way you feel. Change the way you react. Change them. You're not your thoughts. I'm not my thoughts. They're just clouds floating by. Into some you can give in. Some are beautiful clouds. And some are thundery, dark, rainy clouds. Which clouds you want to choose? Or don't you want any cloud? That's maybe also possible. Anyway, I'm breaking the cycle. It might not be easy. It will not be easy, I'm sure. change can be the most painful thing we can go through and grow through. You know, English is hard sometimes. But it's necessary to break these old habits. And don't think these old habits will just disappear. They have been there for a long time, so your mind and your body need them in a certain way, or they think they need them. And therefore they will fight back every time you will let go of them. They will come harder and harder back at you. They will scream at you like a little baby needs food or needs something. They're just like a baby. They're not sophisticated, these thoughts. They are really low energy, low vibe, and therefore they keep you stuck. Give in to them. You'll be running over the same cycle again. Make the decision to change and let go of it. It's that easy. I've been able to do certain things like that, just letting go of it. But now the real challenge comes. Letting go of my old self, which does not serve me anymore. To come into my new self, or maybe not my new self, but the self who has always been there, who I've always wanted to be, and who I finally are giving the freedom to be. So I quit social media. I am starting a vegetarian week or vegan week, and I'm doing yoga for the next month, all to wire in this new reality or new way of being. I'm changing my thoughts every minute, every second, to be in the present, to let go of the past and let go of the anxiety of the future, of where I'm supposed to be, of where I should be. And by taking these steps, I hope that I will be able to make it. I'll be able to change. And I hope this is just the start of that. I don't want to fight myself anymore. I'm so fucking tired of it. Of being my own biggest enemy. It's not good for you. It's the worst thing you can probably do. But then it's so hard not to fight yourself, right? You know you should do things while you're not doing them. You know that you're doing these things that you shouldn't do. And it's hard to change. But when you make this decision and you're really backing it up, not with words, but with action, that's where real change comes from. That's where the growth is. I'm trying to search for it, because I'm, as I said, done with the old way. So we have the choice: break the cycle or die in it. I know my choice. Even though it's hard, even though it will be hard. Or maybe it won't. Maybe I will be able to control my mind for the first time in my life. We'll see. If I don't try, I'll die. And I don't want that. So I hope to see you next video. I hope you can take a look at your cycles. See what's not serving you. And if you're ready for it, releasing that. And try to be yourself. Try to be the change you want to be. Try to be free. So I hope you all have a good day. Love you. And namaste.